Oh my God, there's nothing I hate worse than fresh hair. I like my hair so much better whenever it's like 4 days dirty. I don't even know what to do with this. Ugh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. I am going to do a review and a demo and a wear test on this foundation. It's called the Estée Lauder Double Wear Nude Cushion Stick Radiant Makeup. My goodness, that is what it is called. I recently hauled this and I wanted to actually use it over the past 3 or 4 weeks off and on, and so I got a really good feel for my opinions on this foundation, so I'm going to share that with you today. If you guys have been around YouTube at all or in the makeup world, I'm sure you've heard of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So this is not taking over the Double Wear Foundation whatsoever. It's a totally different foundation for different skin types. It's a different coverage, etc. So I'm going to hit on kind of the differences on these two first. Estee Lauder Double Wear is like 24-hour wear foundation. This thing will last you through a full day. If you're going to an event, you're having a wedding, something like that, Estee Lauder Double Wear is bomb. It is super full coverage, and the glass bottle, so if you drop it, you might break it. Thank God I didn't. However, this foundation can look cakey if you do not apply it right, especially if you have drier skin. So the difference between the two is that I feel like the Cushion Stick Radiant Foundation, obviously it's in a different container. Now the Double Wear does not come with a pump. You have to buy a pump somewhere else. I got mine at MAC, I think, or does it come with a pump? I don't think it comes with a pump. Maybe I just had a brain fart. But this one is more of, it's called a cushion foundation, which typically you would think it was in a little compact. However, it's not. It's got a cushion at the top. So the best way I can explain this packaging is that it's like the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser, that the concealer. It's kind of that foam on the top. However, one thing I hate about that concealer is that the foam or the cushion on top tends to feel nasty and dirty. This one you literally just twist off. You can wash this, or you can just kind of squirt it out on this end without the foam, without the cushion. So I do like that little touch. Another thing I like about this packaging is that as you use the foundation, it will come up. So you'll be able to tell when you're running low on the foundation. Compared to the Double Wear, it is definitely less coverage. It is a light to medium coverage upon first application, depending on what tool you apply it with. You can definitely build this foundation. It's the one I'm wearing today. It's covered tons of hyperpigmentation, acne scarring. It's covered all of my flaws perfectly. So I definitely think that you can build it. I will insert the demo now. Typically speaking, my favorite way to apply any foundation is with a damp beauty sponge, whether it be the Beauty Blender, the Real Techniques one, whatever. I just prefer typically a beauty sponge, but as you can see in the demo, as I kind of pat this foundation out, what I do is I just dab it on with the sponge tip applicator. In a pinch, I could use this to kind of blend it out, but I much prefer something else. But as I blend out with the Beauty Blender, it shears it a lot. And I just, you know, whenever it's a radiant finish, kind of liquidy form of foundation, I feel like sometimes the Beauty Blender will shear it out a little bit too much for my taste. So surprisingly, my favorite way to apply this foundation is with a flat kabuki style brush. In the demo, I'm using the Sigma F80, but I've used the Real Techniques brush. I've used a Delium Tools brush. Any flat foundation brush works good. I think that it applies a much more even medium coverage upon first application with the brush. But I did go ahead and go in the center of my face and kind of on the side that I had use the Beauty Blender where it sheared out. I went in with a second layer with the brush and I wanted to show you guys how it can layer up, and I felt like I definitely needed a little bit more coverage on the side that I used the Beauty Blender with. So that is my preferred method. As you can see, after I have got the foundation all over my face, it does give you a radiance without anything else on top of it. I did not use a primer for this video. I did not use a setting spray, and I did powder my face with a light layer of translucent powder just to set it. But I wanted to show you guys what it looks like without a primer as well. I actually think it looks really good on like right here where I typically have a lot of pores. It doesn't blur them completely, but it definitely doesn't accentuate them. Overall, I love this foundation. I think it will work for a lot of people. If you like a radiant look, if you have super oily skin, you would definitely need to use a mattifying primer, but I still think you can kind of get away with this. I'm going to let you guys be the judge though. I'm going to check back in here in a couple of hours. Right now it is 11:32 p.m. So I will check back in throughout the day. I'll take you guys along with me on my day. Today I'm actually working from home. So I have extra kids at my house and I've got a lot to do. We had a sleepover last night, so I got to do some cleaning and all of that fun stuff. So before I go, I will tell you that this foundation comes in 17 shades, and mine is in the shade 2-in-1 Desert Beige. It also retails for $39.15, and for some reason I couldn't find it on the Sephora site when I went to look it up. But I did find it on the Estée Lauder site, so I will link it below for sure if you want to test it out. But I will see you guys. I'll check back in a couple of hours just so I can kind of show you. This does not claim to be a long wear foundation like the double wear does. It says it's an 8-hour foundation. So I'll definitely wear it for 8 hours, maybe a little bit more, and show you guys what it looks like at the end of the day. This is my house after a sleepover. And these are how the kids have acted. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy. Look at Gage. Ah! Oh my goodness. Here's the foundation in a little bit different light. I'm having to cook right now. We just got last minute notification of a birthday party tonight where we're eating there. But I had already laid out hamburger meat, and if I don't cook it, it's gonna go bad. The struggle is real. So I'm cleaning up, I'm cooking this hamburger meat. We're working on our outside, like our outdoor patio today, and our outdoor kitchen, which is finally almost done. I'll show you guys the smoker. We're having a party here this weekend, so it needs to be done. It's a mess right now, but let me show you. So we have like this little seating area. We have this table, and the chairs are all crazy because they just power washed. And then this will be the outdoor kitchen. I hope you guys can see that. And this is the smoker. It is so big. I don't think you can even understand how big this smoker is. It's 10 foot across. So that will be placed right in there. And then we're gonna put a sink over there. So it's all coming together, the backyard, which excites me because we love being outside. And while I'm out here, this is my foundation in the sunlight. I've only had it on like an hour, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like outside. So here it is after about an hour. I know I've showed Snapchat, but I don't think I've showed you guys my new little Roomba, which I love, by the way. Oh, I have that bird feeder. I need to put it out. I bought bird feed yesterday. Still cleaning. Oh my god. I haven't showed you guys much of my kitchen. This little guy had stayed up way too late with his friends, so he had to have a late nap. And look guys, I finally got my kitchen clean. You can hear my kid in the background playing the drums, I'm sure. But it is 6:32. I can't tell if it's clear. Hopefully it is, and you can get a little bit better of a view. I did a lot of cleaning today, and I did laundry all day. I took a 2-mile bike ride, and I rode around with the Jeep top off. So I've been through a lot in this 7 hours, but I'll check back in one last time when I get home from the birthday party this evening. Okay, I am back for my final check-in. It is 8:57. So I'll put this foundation on right at 11 o'clock because I remember I did the video at like 11:30. So this is 10 hours. And I mean, honestly, it looks pretty good still. Now, it's obviously 9 o'clock at night, so I'm using artificial lights, but it really, it looks fine. It is a little bit oily in the T-zone, which is totally expected. The weather kind of went crazy today. It was really hot during the day, and it got really cold tonight. So, just got back from the party, hung out, hugged people. It looks so good. So it's not going to be an 18 or 24 hour wear foundation, but I think for dry to normal skin, mature skin, if you're only going to be wearing makeup for 8 to 10 hours, I think this is a really good one. I mean, it looks a little bit lighter. It looks like a little bit has maybe worn off, just a tad bit though. It's not breaking up around my nose. It's not breaking up really on my chin. So on a typical day, I probably would have, you know, powdered my T-zone at my last check-in, but I didn't, and it's fine. And remember, this is with no primer or setting spray. So I actually really love this foundation. I give it a 2 thumbs up. The only people I would say that it wouldn't work for is super duper oily people that don't want to use like a mattifying primer or something. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this demo, wear test, and review of this foundation, and I will see you next time.